Welcome back to Arkansas Fishing Videos. This week we're back up here at Heber Springs, Arkansas, side of the Little Red River. Going to try to catch some trout, so stay tuned. Good morning, folks. We're back out here on the Little Red River again. Got back up here. Only gonna get a couple hours fishing this morning. I've already hooked a nice rainbow. They're not biting quite as quickly as they were last time I was up here. A little bit foggier this morning. We're gonna see if we can catch some fish. There he is. Into a nice Little Red River rainbow here. Not a huge fish, but nice little rainbow. So I switched back over to a light colored beadhead sow bug. I've again only used 3 flies today. I've had strikes, caught fish on everything I've put on so far. Just not coming quite in the numbers like they were last week or the week before when I was up here. But we're going to keep giving it a shot. There's still fish jumping all over the place. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but we'll keep trying to get some hookups here. That's a nice fish that just jumped right there in front of me. Got a hookup on that little sow bug I was just telling you about. Didn't take very long. I think he thinks he's a little bit bigger than he really is. Still a nice little rainbow. Pretty, really pretty color. Yeah, nice fish. Great color. All right, dude. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sure you can't with it shaking. Just a little beadhead, light gray sow bug. Quite a bit of fighting that little dude. Everybody. There we go. Nice fish. I don't know if the camera can really pick it up or appreciate what it looks like out here, but it is so foggy this morning I can barely see my indicator. We get a little warm breeze every once in a while, it blows it off, and then it comes right back. Not quite as big as those others, but he's a jumper, that's for sure. Get out of that line, get out of that line. Another pretty Arkansas Little Red River rainbow. There he goes. Hooked us another nice rainbow here. Just had a big blast of warm air come through and push all this fog off. Put him back in the water. And that will be the end of our fishing for the day. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up our fishing trip for today. Another good day here on the Little Red. 3 hours of fishing this morning. I got up a little bit earlier today at my parents' house and got down here at 6. Was here right at 6 o'clock, so I got a full 3 if not more hours of fishing in before they sounded the horn. You know, it's worth the drive up here to get 3 hours of fishing to me. Generation schedule right now has been about as predictable as it can be with the Corps. Anybody that knows the Corps of Engineers knows they kind of do their own thing. But just based on the amount of water that's still in the state, we got more rain last week, and so they're not really able to release a lot, or I'm sure release as much as they want to right now, just based on the lake level. So they're all this week they've been turning on at around 10, turning off at 10 at night. You know, 10A to 10P, full 12 hours. And the water's, you know, the water was back down this morning when I got here. Caught several fish. Didn't hook as near as many this week. I landed more that I hooked this week. My dad had told me when I was talking to him after last week's video that sometimes with those really small flies you almost have to let them hook themselves, so I wasn't quite as quick on my hook set this week, and I think that really helped. Caught some good fish. First fish of the day was a really good fish. Action never slowed down so much that you know, I felt like I didn't change spots again. I stayed right in the kind of the same area as I did last week and caught fish. So that'll be this week's video. I may come back next week. It just depends on what if the Corps continues this kind of generation schedule where you can get in here for 3 hours. You know, it's an hour for me to drive up here. I've got a place to stay, so it's worth it. I'm starting to, you guys may appreciate this. One of the other reasons I drove up here this week was to get a fly tying lesson from my dad. Obviously, none of us are going to be around forever. I figured someone in the family needs to learn how to tie flies. So he has several vices, tons of equipment. I told him I wanted to set out with maybe 2 or 3, try to learn 2 or 3 flies now. Obviously, sow bug is one that we use a lot here on the Little Red, so that'll be one that I'll learn for sure. San Juan worm, which is pretty easy to tie. Red ass, which we use, is used quite a bit during when the browns do their spawning run in the fall. So I definitely want to learn how to tie that. But I'm just going to take the equipment back. He gave me several books and stuff. And with the help of YouTube, I'm going to teach myself how to tie some fly. All right, well, I'm going to end it right here. This will do it for me. Another great day here on the Little Red River in Heber Springs, Arkansas. If you get anywhere close to this river, you really need to give it a try for trout fishing. Again, great place to bring a kid. If you're looking for a place to introduce kids to fishing, this is a really good spot. I said this last week, but there's lots of bank space here. You can camp. They got a great camping area. The hatchery's just back up the hill here so the kids can see where the fish come from. Heber Springs is a great town. You really need to check it out. We'll see you guys next week on Arkansas Fishing Videos. Thanks.